Probably more this way and then that way. Can I see that? Is that? Nope. Yeah, straight this way. So now we fast forward to, where I live now. Out back, I've got my storage shed full of woodworking tools that I don't use anymore. Actually, I just need to sell them because there's good quality stuff there that someone else could use. And if I'm not going to use it, why let them go to waste? I should put them up and just sell them to someone. Clear up some space as well, too. So now I'm here. And this is like back when I was talking about building the race car, right? We're talking about building this ultimate off-road sand car, race car thing. So now I want to get into metalworking. Woodworking, no mas, metalworking. Now I buy a welder. I'm like, cool, I'm doing this, doing that. Oh, you know what? I need to bend this tubing, steel tubing, like for roll cages and bumpers, things like that. So I buy the parts that I need and I build this awesome tube bender, hydraulic tube bender. It bends chromoly tubing. Now if you don't know what that is, it's not chrome like chrome on your bumper. Chromoly is a type of metal it's like 40, is it 4130? I forget. It's been a long time since I worked with it. It's a type of metal that's stronger than regular mild steel. It's chromoly, 4130 chromoly. And it's like what you build race cars out of, the frames, the chassis, the roll cages, the bumpers, because it's a lot stronger. So I buy a bender that can bend this stuff. Now I'm like, well, this MIG welder that I have, this wire feed welder, isn't the best. So I buy a TIG welder, which, here we go again, Meaty. So I'm buying all this stuff, but I end up using it all. I build this car. I bought an older Bronco, the older 66 Bronco. Because I really love my Fords, and that's like an old classic. It's like people who love Jeeps, the older Jeeps. That's what the Ford Bronco is. It's the little Bronco with a V8 in it, and I built a roll cage for it. I built front and rear bumpers for it, tire carrier, all kinds of fun stuff. That was another fun little hobby I had. That was after I built the race car. I wanted to build something else, and I had purchased all of this metalworking equipment, so I basically worked on, 2 vehicles with it. Now, again, fast forward a few years later, I haven't done anything. No metalworking in a long time. All right, so that isn't even that far away. That's awesome. Here's our place right here. So I've got all this metalworking stuff in the garage that I don't really use. And again, I'll probably end up selling it. Because it's, like I said, it's really good stuff. It's not very old at all. It's only a couple years old, top quality stuff. So I could probably sell it and make some of my money back. And here's the thing about, going overboard with my hobbies. I don't regret it. I think that's like a difference, right? Some people may do things where they go overboard, and they'll regret it. Or they call that, like somebody might buy a new car and then they regret it right away. And they're like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have bought that car. And, so on and so forth. But I don't regret any of this. I really enjoyed what I was able to do with it. I don't regret it at all. So I think that's a plus side to that I don't regret it. If I regretted it, then I probably and hopefully would have learned my lesson before, continuing on with this craziness. All right, we need to clear out some of this. All right, the wood. And what else do we have for wood? Put the wood away. So the funny thing is, my current hobby is, what do you call it? Internet. You guys have seen some pictures of my office. I've got, multiple computers and all these monitors. It's the same thing. Now you can see why I am the way I am. I go, somewhat overboard. Yeah, I could probably do with two less computers in here, but I was building computers, right? I wasn't just buying computers. I'm building these things. So I'm enjoying, my hobbies aren't buying stuff. That's not the hobby. If you got that from it, you missed the point. My hobby is not buying, but working and building the stuff. Either buying stuff to build something or buying stuff to build with, right? That's the hobby, and that's the part that I enjoy. So again, my current day, it's easier for me to, in retrospect, look back on all this stuff and go, oh, I got all that woodworking equipment out there. Oh, I got all that metalworking equipment out there, because it's currently out there right now. But I don't regret it. I don't regret it one bit. Not at all, my friends. So my current hobby now is internet stuff. So I build all my computers. Like the computer I'm playing on right now, I built. This was my latest. No, I built one after this that I haven't even really used yet. I thought I was going to make it a streaming computer out of it, but I just can't find the time to stream. I'd really love to. I really would. I don't know. Things may change. Nothing is permanent in this life, and that's a good thing. All right, let's put this stuff in here right now since we can't cook it down. I'll put this here. All right, I gotta go clean this thing out. Let's see. All right, take this, and this. This. I think that's all that's gonna go in here. Okay, take out. Let's just take out the rest of this stuff. Quit staring in here. I'm gonna look up to see how to use this building one because I found a bunch of those in in MadPack, and I never did anything with them. So wood, that trophy. This is the miscellaneous stuff, I guess. Actually, no. This one down here is stuff like this. Shiny bauble. I'll put this in here. That in there. Put the ladders in there. Bone meal. Actually, the bone meal should be in here. I just realized that. Our bones, bone meal. It's all the same to me. These are going to go outside. That's food. That should be pretty good. This is cooking. That's going to cook faster. That in there. All right, let's go out here. So we fast forward to today, and my hobbies are, what I'm doing right now. And again, no regrets. I'm loving it. I'm right in the middle of this. If I was right in the middle of doing all my woodworking or metalworking, and you guys had talked to me, I would tell you, man, I love what I'm doing. Okay, essence seeds. We're gonna plant these, and these are regular seeds. Okay, so did I still have that one right there? Yes, I do. Right there. All right, let's grow these things up a little bit. So this is my hobby right now. Doing YouTube and making videos, playing video games. That's a hobby. I couldn't play video games when I was a kid because I couldn't afford it. Couldn't afford anything to play them on, so I was a late bloomer when it came to it. But I think that there's a place in video games for everybody. So instead of let's say right now, instead of me sitting on the couch watching television and stuffing my face with potato chips, I'm sitting here playing this, talking to you guys. Even if I wasn't making YouTube videos, I'd be sitting here playing this. Having fun, just relaxing and enjoying myself. Instead of sitting on the couch stuffing my face full of potato chips, which is what I used to do. Drinking soda all the time. It's like, come on, dude. So I'm not that person to say, man, video gamers, just sit on your butt, get a life. Like, what do you mean, get a life, dude? This is what I do to relax. You either go to school all day, you work all day, whatever it is. You need something, and this is pretty cool. I think is an awesome alternative to sitting on your big butt on the couch, stuffing your face full of junk food, drinking soda, and then going to sleep. So all those people out there, you know who they are. Those people that don't know about video games. They're like, what? Oh, you lazy people. No, man. The lazy people before were the people that just sat in front of the television. It's different. It's not the same. It's different. I think there's a different value to this, I think. That's why it's so awesome to be doing this now. But this is my current hobby, you know. I build too many computers. I have too many monitors. I have 4 keyboards right now spread around. I do things in excess. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Moderation is for wimps, right? It's a quote from Lone Survivor. I love that. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. That's almost been like Meaty's motto his whole life. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Forget about moderation. If you're going to do something, go all in. You know, roll the dice. Things may work out for you. They may not. You'll never know success unless you try and fail. Right? You will never have success unless you fail. Because if you don't fail, it means you're not trying. And if you're not trying, you'll never succeed. You're going to fail more than you succeed, no matter what it is. Whether it's trying to build something in Minecraft, whether it's trying to get a good grade, whether it's trying to get that job, whether it's trying to, score a touchdown or hit a home run, you got to try. You will never, ever, ever succeed if you don't fail, because if you don't fail, you're not trying. Makes sense? Whew, that was the hobby talk, man. I think hobby talk spanned 3 videos. I think it did. But I think it was important. It's not just, it's a window. It's a window. It's insight to me. Sharing with you guys. This is my way of sharing with you guys some of the stuff. And again, maybe you learn something from it. Maybe you just find interest in the story. Maybe you can find a common ground with it. Maybe you just think it's funny that I go overboard with all the stuff that I do. Now, the other hobby, my lifelong hobby, is collecting guns, firearms, weapons. I've been doing it all my life. And I've collected a pretty good collection over the years. And I've been talking, and the video may be out by the time you guys see this one. I don't know. I'm trying to not find the time, but I want it to be better than normal. I want it to be a little bit more unique than just, whatever. I want it to be a little bit special. So I've been working a lot on it, trying to get these going. But I'm going to be showing you guys. I'm going to do a series. We've talked about this already, about the guns. And I'm concerned a little bit that there's some people out there that are ignorant to guns. Okay, there's some people, whether they be politicians or lawmakers or just people in general, citizens in general, that are a little bit ignorant to guns. And there's a lot of ignorant gun owners out there. Don't get me wrong. I don't want this to be a I don't want people to get the wrong impression. Like, I collect guns. I could go 2 years without even shooting a gun at a target range. I'm not some psychopath. It's a hobby, right? Guns are cool. Guns are also dangerous. Knives are dangerous. So is your family minivan, okay? Your family minivan, some psycho could go out and get in a minivan full of groceries with 2 car seats in it and go drive through a mall and kill a bunch of people and keep driving around killing people until they get killed or stopped. Right? Do you see my point? It's not the gun that's the bad thing. It's the person. It's the people. So I don't want people to get the wrong idea that I'm trying to act like guns are toys, and guns aren't toys. They're definitely not toys. Unless a toy can shoot things and hurt people. But it also doesn't mean that you should be informed, not afraid. Big difference. You should be informed about things. Now, that just doesn't just go to guns. It goes to everything. You should be informed, not afraid. So the people who are afraid are not informed. They don't understand. And I'm a law-abiding citizen, and all the laws and the gun things only hurt law-abiding citizens. Criminals don't care if there's an assault rifle banned. Criminals don't care if you can't federally own fully automatic weapons. Criminals don't care that they're trying to ban the ownership of body armor by citizens currently right now. That's the latest hot thing. Criminals don't care about any law. That's why they're criminals. So they want to keep passing all these, gun laws. Gun laws only affect people that follow the law. Do people even think about that? Do you want to stop, here's the other, that's another topic. I'm not even going to bring that up. Okay. Again, if you have a person who has lost their mind, like let's just say, bam, snap, they lost their mind. They want to do something that is inhumane. They want to do something that is psychotic. They are off the deep end. Okay? You're not going to stop them. Again, if there's a gun in the house that they have access to, if there's a knife in the house that they have access to, if there's a minivan in the driveway that they have access to, they can go hurt some people. They can go hurt a lot of people with any of those things. So, guns are not the cause of everything. But you have to be responsible. I'm responsible. I deal with the ridiculousness of some laws. I follow the law. Period. I live in a state, California, is one of the worst places to be a gun owner or to be a gun collector. It's the worst. You go look online to buy a gun and they say, okay, here's the gun. Oh, by the way, here's the California version of the gun. Every gun has a California version. Yeah. Look it up. See what I mean? California version. I'll go over that stuff in the videos. Anyway, the whole reason why I brought all that up, and I'm not really into talking politics or religion because, again, different opinions, all that stuff. I don't want to fight you over your opinion because it's your opinion. I don't know you. You don't know me. We can have different opinions. That's okay. All right? I'm very aggressive. That's why I stay away from that stuff. I'm very aggressive. You can hear in my voice sometimes when I talk about this stuff. That's why I don't want to debate people because you don't want to debate me. Whether I'm right or wrong, it's the aggression that is not good. So I don't bring it up. I value my opinion. I also value your opinion. You may hate guns. I value that opinion because, you're a person too with your right to your own opinion. So, but the reason why I brought all this is up, I hope that I can make this come across to be entertaining, enjoyable, and informative and not, I don't know if I did a video. I think I may have done a video where I was showing my sniper rifle years ago. And I got some comments from like, I can't believe, irresponsible, telling kids, showing that like this is a toy. I'm like, what? What, do you want ignorant people running around? You don't want, people that are informed? Just because I have a gun and I'm going to show you guys and we're going to talk about it and we're going to relate it to video games. DayZ, I have all the guns pretty much from DayZ. Call of Duty, zombies, that stuff. I'm going to relate it. The idea is in a zombie apocalypse, this weapon would be good for long range. This weapon would be good if you had a whole mob of them coming at you at one time. This weapon would be good if they breached the perimeter and it was close quarters, right? That's the idea behind it. It's supposed to be fun. It doesn't mean that the guns are toys. I mean, you gotta have a brain. You gotta have a head on your shoulders to, feed through all the BS. I can't believe I've been sitting here watering this whole time while talking to you guys. I'm gonna go find out how to work with this builder's wand so we can use it hopefully to build some stuff. I think that would be really cool. I think we're close here to getting getting some stuff made up. Oh, man. Anyway, so hopefully the gun thing comes through okay and people don't freak out because I care. If I have like 30,000 of you guys watch a video and I see someone tweets me or something that's a parent or someone and it affects them adversely, when it comes to things like that, like if someone said, "Oh, Meaty, I was watching your Mad Pack and you're a douche," I don't care about that stuff. It's the real stuff. Like if somebody said, "Hey, you know, that's really irresponsible of you, Meaty, to do that," then that, you know, that affects me. It concerns me. I don't want to do that. But I can't do everything. You can't like make everything perfect in this world. And I try to help people think for themselves and respect other people's opinions and stuff like that. So I do what I do. You know, I'm going to explain to everybody that I've had professional training that I can't disclose the location. You know what I mean? The guns aren't toys, but they're fun. It makes sense, right? A car isn't a toy, but it can be fun to drive and it can still hurt people, right? You got to be responsible. So hopefully it goes over well. We're going to find out because I'm going to make it. I'm making it. I may have made it already by the time you guys see this. I hope you guys enjoyed the hobby talk. I hope you were able to follow along with it as I went through a couple different videos here and that we're kind of back and forth. But it's a little bit of insight into the background of Meatius and what just fell from the sky right there. So that's me. That was my story on how I don't do things in moderation. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing, quoted by Meatius. 2014. Thanks for watching, you guys.